Hi guys, long time no see. I'm back with an exciting collaboration. Last year we collaborated with Lavish Laces, who is Gisela, on Etsy, and she basically asked if we could collaborate with her again, which, of course we're going to say yes. So myself and the rest of the design team, our design team's actually grown since the last time, so there is actually 8 of us, but yeah, so 8 of us are going to be sharing laces that Gisela has sent us, and we've decided to use one of the latest kits, which is Garden Memories. So we're all going to be using the same kit, and we've all got similar trims and things, so it'll be really fun to see what everybody's produced over the next 8 weeks. So this Thursday starts the collaboration. So I thought I would just do the sort of announcement and share my project that I've been doing using Giselle's laces. So Gisela doesn't hold back when she sends out her parcels. Look at this. This is what's left of what I've used. Just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sending me all of this. I can't wait for future projects to use this as well, Gisela. She's also got ephemera pieces as well, and she's recently started stocking my rubber stamp designs. So please do check out her Etsy shop. I've got some new stamps to share with you as well that I've been using in the journal. So yeah, let's just jump in, guys. So as you can see, I've been absolutely spoilt for choice. Look at all these amazing trims and tatting and wow. So the Garden Memories digital kit has got a lot of sort of cool Periwinkle blues in it. So Gisela's done her best to sort of send those across. They got this really funky trim there. There's a lot of beautiful white laces as well as cream. I love this piece here. It's just got a little bit of embroidered flowers on it. Oh, just so much stuff, you guys. And I actually took little pieces and did a little bit of a coffee bath just to make them, just to have it a little bit more, well, getting another sort of collection out of it, if you will. So I've got the white version as well as the coffee dyed version. So if I could just show the comparison. So I'm actually getting more out of it because I've got 2 different colours to work with now. So yeah, I just took some of the laces and gave them a little coffee bath, and yeah, just go from there, guys. So as usual, Gisela always makes a little handmade tag when she sends these things out to us, and I absolutely love this tag. So I sent Gisela the kit as well, and she's been using it. Look at these handmade flowers. Aren't they amazing? Just love that. And she's got this gorgeous piece up here and some tiny laces at the top. Yeah, absolutely love that. Brilliant. So that was a really nice piece of inspiration to begin with, to be honest. So, in hindsight, I wish I'd used a bigger journal for this because I haven't used anywhere near as much lace as I really should have done. And as you can see, it's kind of a gator mouth already. So I'm probably going to do another journal with this kit and with some more of the laces, but do it in a bigger size format. I chose this book basically because of the colour. It's got like a green, tealy colour to it, and yeah, I wish I'd got a bigger book now. But hey, doesn't mean that we can't do another one. So on the front cover, I've used some of the images from the kit. I absolutely adore this portrait of this lady. There's little tags from the kit as well. And then obviously here's some of Gisela's lace there, just absolutely gorgeous. Within the kit, there are these layering pieces. So I've just brought a couple with me to show you. So they're just like mix and match, sort of great layering pieces to sort of start a base of a collage, if you will. So that's just some of them there. So I've actually taken some of those and just sort of framed layer upon layer, and then layered with some of the French book paper that Gisela also included into the bundle that she sent us. And then this here is actually something that I picked up recently, 49 a Market. It's these laser cut elements, and yeah, I just popped out the little floral there. I really like these. I love the colour. So I used that little floral just there, and that was my front cover. Oh, and then I also used some more Gisela's lace there on the side. So as I said, this is quite full. Yeah, I really enjoyed creating this. So the Garden Memories kit is to do with, literally as it says, garden memories. So family gatherings, parties outside, exploring, childhood memories. There's one particular photograph which sort of inspired the whole kit. If I can find it, there we are. And it's these children and what I'm thinking is a mother playing Ring a Ring of Roses. And that sort of inspired me. I absolutely love this photograph. So, like I said, there's a lot of cool blues in this kit. And obviously it's very sort of botanical inspired as well. So this is one of the backing pieces that's just got these portraits in the background that are just layered. I loved how this invoice turned out, and it's got some faded sort of hydrangeas in the bottom there. Tell you what, I should also mention, I recently set up a Ko-fi site to put free digitals on there. So there is actually a free digital of this kit if you'd like to dip your fingers into it, see if you like this kind of style. So you've got the clipboard here with the extra clip, so you can actually layer it on top. The Polaroid labels and just some ephemera and the layering pieces. So yeah, check out my Ko-fi shop. I'll leave the link down below. So there is actually two parts to the Garden Memories kit. There's the main kit and then there's the add-on kit. So obviously I've used both throughout, and I've actually used some of the free digitals as well. So down here I've just got a little handmade envelope made out of some of that paper from Gisela, and then in the kit there's these Polaroids. Now I've actually shrunk these down a lot more to the original size, and they just make really fun little places to journal. As I said, I've got some new stamps recently with Creative Expressions. I've brought out the ones that I've been using in this kit. This is called Bloom. So I've used quite a few of the sentiments and I've just stamped bloom where you are planted. And it's just a little scrap, but it's fun for layering. So these are all clear stamp sets. This is the other one that I've used in the kit, Fleur. And then my favourite new stamp set at the minute is French seals. So these are taken from really, really old manuscript papers that I've got in my possession. You know, really 1800 kind of age. So all these are all French. That I absolutely love how they turned out. So yeah, I've used quite a bit of that throughout the journal as well, as they're sort of garden themed. And then a lot of the pages are sort of faded images. So you've got sort of hydrangeas in the background here and some foliage. And then I've ghosted this picture on top of this family gathering outside. There's this chap here with his bike, and yeah, so it's still pale enough that you could actually write over it. So I am going to sell this journal, and I have left a lot of space in here to journal memories in here, which I'm not normally very good at doing, but I've left quite a lot of blank pages. So yeah, the person who buys this journal will have lots of places to journal. In here, so we've got a lovely piece of the trim from Gisela, and I've added this one on the top to create a pocket. In the kit there are some tags as well, pre-done for you, so great place to journal, and I've just done different sizes and printing them. This is some vintage ephemera. It's one of those vocabulary don't know what you call them, vocabulary cards. We'll just pop that in there. This is actually the original contents page from the book that we're using. Then here I've made a nice little snippet. So I've got some of Giselle's lace there. Love this piece with the swirls. And I've just layered it with different papers. Some of the papers that I've used are from the Lazy Days kit. So this one here. So I've gone through all my kits and sort of picked out anything that was sort of bluey, periwinkle kind of colour. So I will list down below all the kits that I've used, and if there's anything specific that you'd like to know, just leave me a comment with a timestamp of whereabouts in the journal, and I will do my best to point you in the right direction. So yeah, some more of the lovely papers, the collaging. Love this trim. So this is the same trim from here, but I've coffee dyed this one. So you've got two different, two different variations of the lace, and I really like how that sort of came out. This is one of the clipboards in the kit, and I was kind of messing around with Velcro tabs, and I thought if I created a cluster that sort of sat on top, then you could take this off, do some journaling, and it's just like a little hidden space to add things. And I put a little skeleton leaf in between on the Polaroid. So yeah, just a little bit of fun. And it looks quite dimensional with the clip as well, double printed. Here's some book paper, music sheet paper I should say. I've spent quite a lot of time making clusters recently that were all very neutral. You might have seen them on my Instagram. And these are just great to create pockets with, really. So just neutral ephemera pieces, scraps, tea stained paper that are just leftovers, and then I use a focal image. So there are actually some vintage photographs in the kits as well, and I love this one of the little girl outside sat on a chair. I recently brought out another kit that is my collection part 5. So if those of you who don't know, the digital kits called My Collection are literally, as I say, my collection. So these are photographs taken from my own collection, and I'm, just sharing those images with you. I absolutely love original black and white photography, and I'm always looking out for something just a little bit different. So this is one of the new ones that's in the My Collection Part 5. I love this. I love how she's kind of ghosted on this side as well. That's how it was on the original photograph. And then I've just stamped In the Garden, which is on the Bloom stamp set, so in the garden there. I really like how these stamp sets turned out because you've got so many words that you can play with. Like this one, it's got flea market on it, and I love that. Mail art, journal, bonjour, that just fun little words really to play with. So yeah, that just pops in there, and then this is just a piece of ephemera from In the Garden, a digital kit. So it's just all these advertisements. I just thought it made a really nice place to journal on. So I have the photograph in there, and then this is the Bloom stamp. And I've just stamped it in archival ink. I've used the word Paris as well at the top, and then this is one of the decorative papers in the background. And it's just a nice little journal area. I like how it's just all sort of clustered there with the Paris just peeking out. Really love that photograph of the girls. So again, more photographs from the kit. This is another lovely one. I think that's so sweet. In the kit are these, let me find it. There are some pre-made little labels for you to use. She says that she can't find them. Okay, well, you'll see it in the kit anyway. But there are these little labels that say Garden Memories, Moments Treasured. There's some plain ones as well that you can use. And then this is also out of the Lazy Days kit, and I've just printed it 2 to a page, so it's like A4 sort of size. I just really love this piece, and I love the flowers on it. So I really had fun just kind of going back and looking at my kits that have these kind of colours and florals in it. So this is out the Periwinkle kit, and I love how that one turned out. It's like it's like a dressmaker's pattern or something, like an embroidery pattern. I really love that. And again, Gisella's really nice crocheted trim down at the bottom. Just really sets off the pocket. Blank tea-dyed page, and then one of the seal stamps. So that's one of the tiniest ones that are on here, just this one here. It kind of looks like a heart. But yeah. So again, lots of journal space. Now this is actually some hand-dyed paper that I bought off of a lady off of eBay. She does all sorts of sort of dyeing with different natural like berries and plants and things. Not actually, I think it might have been red cabbage this originally. That she's obviously added something to make it the blue colour. But I love the it's the perfect blue for this kit actually. And I love the doily in it. And then at the bottom is one of the stamps. That one's out of Fleur, so it's just this logo here, which is a French logo. And then in here I've just got some more of the Polaroids from the kit. I really love how these Polaroids came out. They're just very sort of layered, floral images. This is one of the French receipts that I've got in my shop. And again, I've sort of picked it because it had the blue sort of stamp on it, and it's just a great little place to do some journaling. So I just got these sort of clipped at the bottom just to keep them together. So here I've used it's a scrap from one of my digital kits. I'll have to leave it link down below. But it's just basically like collage of different fabric patterns. And Dandelion came from a garden book. I just thought it was cute, so I made a little tab. And then here's another one of my little clusters that I've been making lately. So you got the snippet there, you've got the lovely picture from the kit, just some layering pieces really, and it's just a pocket there. Here's some vintage ledger, and I've added observations. So again, one of the stamp sets has that. I think it's the Bloom one. Here's just a large tag that I created. That's obviously using the Fleur image as well. And then I've just added one of my French label digital kit on there. And I created a belly band from Gisella's beautiful lace. Here's another one of the clipboards with the Polaroids, and I just layered some Swiss dot fabric. It's just a nice little place to journal. I've added some garden book page here, so radish and rhubarb. I thought, maybe children did some gardening with the parents or grandparents. So it's all kind of that memory of playing in the garden as your child or family gatherings. This is one of the tags from the kit, and then I've used one of my photographs, and then just clipped it at the bottom because it's actually just a little flip where you can write something. And then this is out of one of the what's it called? The botanical kits. So it says specimen. I just use that as a tab. And again, some of this beautiful lace from Gisela. Just look how delicate that is. So sweet. So yeah, that just clips onto the side. And then in the kit, I actually created the original kit for these are the French wage envelopes, but I changed it into an envelope that suits this kit. So I've just added one of the labels on the top there in the garden. And I haven't put anything in here, but it's a great place to obviously store anything, or if you wanted to put dried flowers or seeds or anything like that. And it's got the ghosted sort of hydrangea image on the front. Some lined music sheet paper, and then this again is from the In the Garden kit. So I chose this one purely because of the colour, but obviously it's a floral as well. Didn't do anything to that because I just really love that image with the flowers. This is actually something I only made the other day. So my Angie Happy Mail, she included all these amazing pieces of tissue paper and like tracing paper, like haberdashery drawings and things. So someone's, traced all these amazing patterns. And this particular one is quite a glassine sort of envelope. You can kind of hear by the sound of it. And I thought, oh, that might make a really nice envelope. So I've just sort of very loosely put this envelope together. It's not perfect by any means, but I actually really like it. It's got all these natural creases in it. I kept where it was folded over. And yeah, it just makes a really nice envelope. And then this is a scrap, obviously from Gisela. And I just popped one of these photographs in. So again, this is the My Collection Part 5, one of the newest images. And I love this image of the ladies outside. And there's like this fan or yeah, like a, I don't know, sun fan thing, you know what I mean. Yeah, and I just love it. I think that's really sweet, that photograph. So I popped that in there, and I just love the fact that you've got the traced images just over the top of it. Just thought that was really fun. So thank you, Angie. I am trying to use some of your beautiful things that you sent me, but it's very difficult. And there we've got another one of the Polaroids. I've got one of my French labels here. And I've just created a little journal spot. And then another one of these pictures, which is very similar to this sort of style as well from the kit. And then this is just an original piece of French ephemera from 1888. And it's just a letter. Just thought it was really pretty and I'll include that. Then on this side, I've been making a few sort of scrap busting things, and one of them was these library. No, I don't know what you call them. They're like pockets basically out of book papers. So you've got a pocket in the back and a pocket in the front. Here's one of the tags from the kit. So you've got plenty of place to slip extra things in if you wanted to. I love this page, just a really simple page, but it's lovely to write on top of. And then this little cutie out the kit as well. I love how she's in the garden with her pram. She's so sweet. And I actually made this as a flip up. So this is one of the backing papers. So again, the hydrangeas. Can you tell I like hydrangeas? And it's sort of ghosted, so you could write on top of that easily. And I actually made this like a little side tuck. So this is one of the layering pieces that I was talking about. And I've put the photograph on top, but glued 3 sides and just popped the little Polaroid peeking out there. Just trying to make it fun and interactive, really. Here's one of my stamps. Which one's that from? That's from the Bloom one. Just these little numbers here. I love these numbers. Just some scraps of some French handwritten papers. That's the other side of that hand-dyed paper. So again, I've left lots of space there to journal. Here's one of my stamps here. And then here's one of the labels. It says Free Spirit. And I've actually layered some of Gisela's, there's this antique silk that was in, and it's really quite easy to tear. And I quite like that actually. But it's really fun to tear. So I've just used it as a sort of a layering piece. And then in here, got another little girl. She's so cute as well. I've just added so many photographs in this collection, and obviously the new digital kit, My Collection Part 5. These are the Floral Cards digital kit, and I've actually shrunk these down to be a lot smaller. I think I printed 2 to a page, because they're normally quite big. But I just picked the Forget Me Not purely because of the colour there. Like I said, space there. I love this picture here. These people outside what looks like a very large house, maybe. Look at the size of them shutters. I love that. And then here's one of the coffee dyed pieces of lace. I've just made a little side tuck. Again, more of the backing papers, just really fun and neutral, so you can do some of your own journaling on top. Lovely space here. You could have a photograph or journal. So then, entering the second signature. This is one of my images from the Sepia Couture kit. So again, I've chosen sort of garden flowers, so pansies, Grove of Nature, and then this is one of Gisella's trims, which I absolutely love this one. I love the brown. And I've just used it, just followed it round to the back, and I just thought that was a nice little journaling card. And this backing paper is also from the book paper that she sent us as well. Where did that go? That went there. Again, this is from the original book. I just love sort of the advertisement papers. So this is just advertising other books by the same publisher, I think. Here's one of the French seal stamps. I love that one. Just a really fun little pattern. This is a tag that I made that I shared on my Instagram recently. So again, it's sort of layering all the pieces. You've got Giselle's beautiful lace, book paper, more of the lace, and that's that same image that we saw a little bit before, but a smaller version of it. When I print my photographs, I usually print the size that it's provided, and then the size, and then I print 2 to a page, sometimes 4 to a page, and then I've got, a plethora of different sizes to work with, because I do like to work small. I don't necessarily use big photographs all the time, but yeah, I just shrunk it down really small so I could add lots of layering around it. So yeah, nice little tag there. Again, I've picked some of my blue invoices out of my previous kits. And look at this lovely trim. I love this one. So I've kept this one white. I have got a coffee dyed version, but in some I want white hints everywhere. So like I said, I've coffee dyed for a variety, but then I've also kept the white pops everywhere. I love this picture as well. These 2 little girls. This is out of My Collection Part 5 as well, I believe. And yeah, you can tell that I really like to collect photographs from people's outside. This is an original French letter, so I've just used it as a page. Some more of that beautiful hand-dyed paper, and some more of the kit. Here's another one of the clusters that I've been making recently. So this is that same photograph, but I've shrunk it down. And it's just been layered with loads of different sort of scraps and things, really. This is just from a masterboard that I made of neutral things. I was going to collage on top of it, but I thought maybe the new owner might want to put their own photograph on it. So I've just left it as it is. And then this is that beautiful soft, don't know what you call that kind of fabric, but it's some of this basically, which is just like a scrap. And I've just created sort of a little hidden secret spot there. So I've added one of the photographs, and I've only stuck this down by 2 sides, so you can actually put something behind it. So a really secret area. And then this is one of the French seal stamps as well. I just like how it just sort of sneaking out the side there. But yeah, I love how it sort of shows through. Some more garden vegetable book ephemera. There's that beautiful picture, and this has just been collaged into one of the backing papers. So you got the faded stamps there and the florals. Love that image. Here's another little side pocket that I made. And then going back to talking about my Ko-fi site, I did a collaboration with Ali, who's my friend, who owns a vintage shop, cozy.company. You can see the website there. And she allowed me to turn her beautiful photographs into faux Polaroids for us. So she does visit France a lot to get all her stock and things. So she takes beautiful pictures and she styles them so beautifully as well. So yeah, that's a really fun one if you want to get that from my Ko-fi shop for absolutely nothing for you. But yeah, so I picked out the blue one and I've just added that here. And then because I was thinking about how she goes to all these flea markets in France, I added the flea market stamp. I love that stamp. So yeah, that's in there, and then in the back here I've got some more of that lovely book paper from Gisela. And then this is just an offcut of a blue receipt, and I've actually stamped my own seals on it, so it looks quite authentic. I love that. And then this is one of the from the advertisements from the In the Garden kit. So I've just used it to tape down the side of my pocket. Here's an original envelope. I just really love the colour of it, and obviously it's got a blue stamp. It's from London. Mr. Fred. And it was quite a tatty envelope, so I have sort of done a bit of a repair job and just laid some old book paper in there just to reinforce it. And then this is just some tea-dyed grid paper, and then I've stamped the word Fleur across it. So that just pops into there. And then in here, I've got some more original ephemera. This is just out of a little notebook that I've got. I don't know what it says, but I just really like the handwriting. And it's really patinaed. You can see the foxing on it as well. So then in there, we've also got some more photographs. So this is from my collection part 5 as well. I just love this picture. This lady on a bike, but it's also got a dog. I love that. And a hat and everything. I just love it. And then this is one of the tags, and I've just literally added a photograph on top, a French label, and some of the tape on the side. And that was all it was. Then in the centre page, like I did in the centre of the first signature, I've used one of these advertisements from the In the Garden digital kit. I've just left it as is. I just really like the engraving. And then on this side, I've stamped beautiful things on some of the Periwinkle paper, and I've added that gorgeous blue trim from Gisela. And then in here, you've got another, just an ephemera piece that's from the kit. So a great place to, add journaling or journal on the back. And then I found this picture in a book. I just thought it was really sweet, the House Martin. What's she got on the back? A dipper. Yeah, I just love the black and white image really. And then here's another tag that I made. So you got that really sweet lace. I just love that. It's like got leaves on it or something. And then I've used some of this gardening book paper. So it says lettuce and peas and things. Grow with nature. So that's actually off one of the labels, and I've just cut it apart and just using the words itself. Yeah, I love how that turned out. And just a bit of tape on the side. And then this is very similar to the one at the front where it flips up. But then this is also stuck down 3 sides, so this is where the photograph slots in. So the original photograph is bigger, but I decided to sort of just make it into a smaller version of it and just tore down the side. And yeah, it's just a nice little hidden spot if you wanted to journal under there. Another pocket. Here's another one of the Polaroids, and then I've just done a bit of stamping on it. Beauty and Grace, and then the little postage stamp here. So you've got Beauty and Grace, and then there's a little postage stamp, and I've just sort of layered on top of it because this has already got a faded postage stamp on the image, and I've just kind of accentuated more of that detail. And then this is a vintage doily piece that I added in purely because of the gorgeous little daisies on it. And then on this side we've just got a little side tuck here, and then this is again one of the journal cards, and I've added a little pressed forget-me-not and a bit of lace, and then I've printed the labels really small for this one and just stapled it on. Just a nice little journal spot there. And then got this family picture again the smaller version. And then this is the French wage envelopes, and because the French wage envelopes come in a variety of colours, one of them colours happens to be blue. So I've added that, and there's nothing in it, but it's great for, you know, a seed packet if you like to collect seeds. And obviously you can write the details on the other side. So that's just a little tuck spot up there. Again, one of the clusters that I've been making lately. And then in here, this is another belly band with another beautiful lace. I've been experimenting with skeleton hydrangea leaves recently, and this is basically 2 pieces of vintage tissue paper that I think was in between some sort of photo album or something. And I've basically sandwiched it together with a piece of French book in the background, and this skeleton leaf. And I was originally going to make a photo, sort of like a frame where you could see it through the next page, but I ended up just leaving it as it is because I thought the new owner might want to experiment themselves. But yeah, I just thought that was a bit fun. And then here's another one of the clipboards, and this one is just a flip, so you could write underneath there. And I've double printed the what do you call them? The clips. So with each clip that's in the main kits, there is a matching one for the right size of it, so you can double layer it and make it look 3-dimensional. And I've just got this tucked over the belly band there. Some more of that paper. I love how this paper turned out. It's just got so many elements that I've collaged over it. It's just really interesting to look at. That's the other side of that French letter. No idea what it says, but it makes a very cool page. And then, so in the bundle that Gisela sent me, she has she called it a scrap pack. And let me find it. Where's it gone? Couldn't find it. She had a pack that just was basically scraps in it, and I actually had this really lovely piece of garment that still had its button on. It wasn't a very large piece, but I really loved this and I wanted to preserve it, so I basically stitched it onto a piece of card to create a little pocket. I love how that turned out. I think it's so sweet. And then this is a tuck as well. And then inside it I made just a little scrappy notebook, really. So you've got another bit of that lovely blue lace there, the miniature version, where I shrunk it down, of the floral cards. And yeah, this is just scraps of tea-dyed paper. So a lovely little place to write things. I just love that pocket. I think it's so cute. And then there's another little book page pocket out of the paper that she sent us, and a miniature version of the Polaroid. We're nearly at the end, folks, if you're still with me. And then we've got this little cutie with a little teapot. Love that. And then this one from my collection as well. I just love this one. They're all sat outside having a picnic. I love all their outfits and things. And then there's another pocket that I've made here. And this is again one of those book page pocket things. And I've made it so it flips out. And I've put it in all the Polaroids. And I've done little stamping, so mail art, journal, keepsakes. They just all slot in there. And yeah, that is the journal. She is a chunky girl. So upon this going onto my YouTube, I'll be listing this in my Etsy shop. Yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoy the collaboration over the next 8 weeks. I can't wait to see what the other girls have been making, because I know whatever it is, it's going to be absolutely fabulous, and they love their laces, the girls. So, and I also should mention that we have a new design team member. Her name is Sara-Lee, and she's from New Zealand. So we have another Kiwi, because Kate is from New Zealand as well. So yeah, she will be sharing. She kind of fell in at the deep end by her first project being a collaboration project. But she's a fantastic maker and designer. So I'm really excited for you guys to see her. I will leave her and the rest of the design team's links to their social medias below. But yeah, please go and share some love to our newest member. She's an absolute sweetheart. So yeah, I think that is everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that jazz. And a massive thank you to Gisela, of course, for the collaboration and sending us all these amazing things. It's always a pleasure to work with you. Please check out her shop. Like I said, she now is a stockist of Creative Expressions, so she should have some of these stamps coming in soon, if not already. But yeah. Alright, thanks you guys. Take care. Bye.